From jets in the sky to dozens of ships at the piers and all the sailors who man them, the Navy's footprint on Hampton Roads is massive, to the tune of $15.4 billion in the last fiscal year. Now, with the Biden administration in office, how might the Navy's direction change? Brian Clark with the Hudson Institute has served with the top levels of Navy leadership. He says don't expect any major shift right away.
The Navy is a pretty slow-moving organization. It's a lot of capital investments involved. So in the near term, you're probably going to see a change in tone with the new administration's appointees, emphasizing affordability, probably emphasizing climate change to a greater degree, and emphasizing personnel issues.
Committee Resolution Number 1 regarding
Hampton Roads is getting greater visibility this year on the all-important House Armed Services Committee in a bipartisan way. Republican Congressman Rob Whitman is now the vice-ranking member, and Democratic Congresswoman ELAINE LURIA is now the vice chair. Both agree that the Navy needs more ships and want to see a greater focus on planning and paying for that.
I think that this is a pivotal time in determining what the Navy looks like in the future and what shipbuilding looks like. We really have struggled over the last couple of years to have a good long-range vision with a 30-year shipbuilding plan.
When a new administration comes in, you want to take a look about what's happening, do that evaluation. But I have to believe that looking at the threats and looking at the needs, that they are probably going to come to somewhat similar conclusion as the previous administration, and that is, what does our Navy need to look like today, and what do we need to do to prepare for the future?
Both Luria and Whitman want better consistency for the industrial base. That means moving forward with modernizing Norfolk Naval Shipyard in Portsmouth and making sure all the shipyards in the region can properly plan for what level of work to expect.
We can build this fleet of ships, but in order to make sure those ships are available for deployment, we have to maintain them, and they have to be maintained on time, which means we need also a very robust ship maintenance industry.
The impact it has on Hampton Roads and our sailors here and our workforce here to make sure that we're getting the full range of investments to have the ships that can deploy and can provide presence overseas.
When it comes to shipbuilding, Clark says the current tempo of aircraft carrier and submarine construction in Newport News is unlikely to change anytime soon. But overall ship repair will get a boost.
The surface fleet's growing and rebalancing. I think for Hampton Roads ship repair, that's good because that's more ships. That's going to be more business for them.
Beyond shipbuilding and repair, leaders on both sides of the aisle say the impact climate change has on military readiness is likely to be a focus of the Biden administration, including how sea level rise might impact piers at Naval Station Norfolk and how infrastructure improvements can address constant flooding problems both on and off bases across our region.